Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to WPI for the 13 and over session here this afternoon for the CRIM-WCC specialty meet with distance. Whew, we're just sliding in. A lot of confusion down on the deck. They just literally got the meet finalized in terms of how it runs on the computer and all that. I don't even have a heat sheet yet, so I will have a heat sheet. So we're just going to have to follow along on screen, which is fine. The only thing I don't have on the screen are the seed times. So that'll be fine. There will be 25-yard freestyles today, which is definitely unusual during a 13 and over session. Alongside Avery Abreu, my 10-year-old extraordinaire, I am Jeremy Abreu, bringing you all of the action here this afternoon. If you are on the broadcast, if you could jump into the live chat just to let me know that I'm coming through loud and clear and you can see the video. Okay, I think you should. I look fine. Everything looks fine on my side, which is great. We're starting off with relays, mixed 13 and over, 200 free relay. There are your lane assignments on the screen. So really, when you see this swim meet, literally 30 seconds ago, there was chaos down on the deck. They hadn't gotten everything, all the scratches in yet. There was all sorts of confusion. But we're ready to go. I think, almost ready to go. The relays are lined up. Lanes 1, 2, 9, and 10 will be open. Rest of the lanes will be full here for our first event and race of the 13 and over session. It's day 3, final session. Session is scheduled to end by 4:45. We're off and running, so we'll see about that time. If this ends on time, starting a little bit late, about 4 minutes late, but we're underway now. Crimson South F in lane 3, Crimson F in lane 4, Amherst C in lanes 5 and 6, Crimson South D and 7, Crimson South E in lane number 8. So that's how it shakes down. If you're out there on the live stream, I would really appreciate it if you could send me a message in the chat, just ensuring that you can hear me. Okay, you can see the video coming through loud and clear. As I made a mention in the morning session, there are times where I have people say to me, hey, Jeremy, the video wasn't that clear for me. So there's an easy remedy for that. We broadcast in 1080p, which is in high definition. So I can tell when the stream leaves my computer out to the internet if it's healthy and in high definition, and we are. If you hover your mouse over the screen, if you're on a computer, you'll see, or even if you're on your iPhone, if you touch the screen, in the bottom right-hand corner of the video window, you'll see a little gear with a red square that says HD on it. That's where you can adjust the quality. A lot of times you'll see auto is selected, and auto does not get you 1080p. It gives you, I think, 480p or 720p. So you want to select 1080p. That'll give you the highest video quality. Also, you'll want to use Chrome or Firefox as your web browsers. You don't have to. The video player works on Safari, on Mac, or Internet Explorer. However, for the best experience, Chrome or Firefox is preferred. Amherst Triton B won that last heat. We're on heat 2. Once again, if somebody out there could please jump into the live chat. I know we have plenty of people out on the live stream watching. If someone could jump into the live chat and just let me know that you can hear me okay, that you can see everything, that would be spectacular. Always like to get that little confirmation just in case. This is event 68, heat number 2. Crimson B, followed by Crimson C, Crimson D, and Crimson E. That was the order right there. We're in our second heat. Event 68, heat 2, the mixed 13 and over 200 free relay. Crimson B takes this one, Crimson C takes second. And it's Crimson E taking third at the top of your screen in lane 9. Thank you. We have heat sheets. So event 68, heat 3. This will be our final relay of the afternoon. You saw the lane assignments. It's all Crimson and Amherst. Gators does not have any relay entries, I should say, this afternoon or anytime this weekend. It's after 1 o'clock, and you know what that also means. We are rocking and rolling in the NFL. Kickoff about 5 minutes ago. The New England Patriots will host the Chicago Bears tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. Locally last night, the Bruins defeated the Wild in overtime 4-3. The Celtics defeated the Orlando Magic to move to 3-0 on the young season, 126-120 down in Orlando, playing back-to-back. So good start to the season for the Celtics. Jason Tatum scored 40 points in the winning effort. Once we wrap up these relays, our first event will be event 69, the girls 13 and over 200-yard freestyle. There will be 10 heats. So a lot of swimmers swimming the 200s today. Crimson South A takes first. Crimson A takes second. Amherst Triton A takes third.
Our next event is event 69, girls 13 over 200-yard freestyle. There will be 10 heats.
So we'll move right into event 69, girls 13 and over 200 free. There will be 10 heats here. Charlotte McFarland in lane 4, Chloe Beauregard in 5. It's Emily Tonino in lane 6. Charlotte McFarland out to the early start here. This is the 200 free. lot to unpack here. Again, I mentioned the NFL. Run down the scoreboard. Bengals lead the Falcons 7-0. 11:40 left in the first. Lions, Cowboys scoreless, as are the Colts, Titans, and the Panthers, Packers, and Commanders. Buccaneers, Panthers also scoreless. Giants have a 7-0 lead over the Jaguars. It's the Browns 7, Ravens nothing. Those are the 1 o'clock games, so some quick early scores there from the Bengals, the Giants, and the Browns.
Lane 5 from Crimson, Chloe Beauregard. Lane 6 from Gator, Emily Tonino.
Thank you, Stanley. Stanley Kaiser checking in. Sound is perfect. Stanley, let me give you a heads up here on this 200 freestyle. Let me see where Charlotte's swimming. If she's swimming this event. So it doesn't look like Charlotte's swimming the 2 free. But she is swimming the 100 butterfly. So event 71, heat 2, lane 3. Charlotte Kaiser. Event 71, heat 2, lane 3. That's when Charlotte's first swim of the day will be, Stanley. Stanley usually relies on the heat sheets, which I'm able to post on the website. Unfortunately, this weekend up at WPI, they don't. They're using a WPI computer, which they cannot access their email on. So I don't have the opportunity to have anyone send me that heat sheet. Tonino making a late push here, but it's going to be McFarland. 2:10.89. Tonino goes 2:11.59. Nice swim by her. First time swimming this event, no time. McFarland as well. Anna Koenig in lane 1, Darcy Polander in 2, Chloe Kokolowski in 3, Viv Henry in 4, Olivia Annunziata Blaisdell in 5, Nev Flynn in 6, lane 7 is open, Laura Conley is in 8, Sonam Somo is in 9, and Clara Blumenthal is in 10.
Lane 1 from Crimson, Anna Koenig. Lane 2 from Crimson, Darcy Polander. Lane 3 from Crimson, Chloe Kokolowski. Lane 4 from Amherst, Viv Henry. Lane 5 from Solo, Anna Zudi Bladsley. Lane 6 from Crimson, Nev Flynn. Lane 8 from Crimson, Lana Conley. Lane 9 from Amherst, Sonam Samo. Lane 10 from Amherst, Clara Blumenthal.
Darcy Polander with the early lead after 50 in lane 2 at the bottom of your screen. She's followed by Flynn and Annunziata Blaisdell. They're your top 3, separated by just under 3 seconds. I'm joined by my daughter, Avery Abreu, 10 years old. Avery had 8 events this weekend. Right, Avery? Is that right? 8? She dropped time in 7 of them, so. All 8? You sure? No, yeah. So she was just trying to be smart there. Time drops in 6 out of the 8 for Avery, so Avery's living high right now, as she should be, so good for her. And then she chooses to help Dad out up here. I say chooses, she really had no choice. But Avery did fill in for me on the broadcast yesterday for a little bit when I needed to step away. So who knows, you may hear from Avery this afternoon, again like you did yesterday. Darcy Polander will finish up 222.70. She'll be followed by Nev Flynn, 224.26 for Flynn. And it looks like lane 10, and that's Clara Blumenthal and Olivia Annunziata Blaisdell. So we've been seeing some issues with the touchpads this weekend. Sometimes when they touch, you're not seeing a time, and then it'll register later. So bear with us on that. As we move into Heat 3. Ella Folks in lane 1, Phoebe Burke in lane 2, Bridget Travers in 3, Caroline Baker-Demock in 4, Jill Kavanagh in 5, it's Jillian Frechette in 6, Gracie Lavero in 7, Meredith Humphreys in 8, Sophia Paredes in 9, and Jada Maitre is in 10.
Swimming in lane 1.
Maitre leading the way at the top of your screen in lane 10, followed by Travers and Kavanagh.
Travers, 4, Carolyn Baker-Dimmock, 5, Jill Kavanagh, 6, Jillian Frechette, 7, Gracie Lavero, 8, Meredith Humphreys, 9, Sophia Paredes, lane 10, Jada Maitre.
Jada Maitre at the top of your screen in lane 10, leading the way, 13 years old from the Tritons, came in with a 2:30.21. Little changing of the guard right now, though. Jill Kavanagh from Crimson has taken over the lead, followed by Travers and Maitre. Maitre drops down to 3rd. Kavanagh moves up from 2nd to 1st. Travers running also close to 2nd as well right now. Jill Kavanagh leading the way from Crimson. At the moment, coming in for her 150-yard turn, 16 years old from Crimson, came in with a 2:22.30. She's followed by Travers, a second and a half behind, Maitre 2 1/4 seconds behind. Kavanagh continues to look strong in the middle of the screen. Going from right to left, it will be Jill Kavanagh taking our 3rd heat. 2:20.50. Travers takes 2nd. Paredes moves up to take 3rd. Paredes had an interesting race, was 3rd after 50, 6th after the 100, 4th after the 150, and she ends up in 3rd. So nice job by Sophia there as we move into heat number 4. There are your lane assignments. Margaret Stoddard comes in with the top time, 13 years old from Crimson, 2:16.95.
In this 4th heat, lane 1 from Crimson, Mary Wallace. Lane 2 from Crimson, Sherry Yee. Lane 3 from Crimson, Boston, Sarah Soroka. Lane 4 from Gator, Fiona Hughes. Lane 5 from Crimson, Margaret Stoddard. Lane 6 from Crimson South, Sasha Bagdasarian. Lane 7 from Crimson, Emily Rogers. Lane 8 from Crimson Boston, Dahlia Miller. Lane 9 from Solo, Izzy Tangway. Lane 10 from Amherst, Inez Dole.
Still fairly bunched up near the top. It looks like it's Emily Rogers in lane 7. And it remains Rogers, Yee, and Fiona Hughes has moved up into 3rd. So Emily Rogers from Crimson in lane 7. She continues to lead the way as she'll come in for her 150-yard turn, holding at least a half a second lead, actually a full second over Bagdasarian and Soroka, who has now moved up from from third into second. Hughes drops from third to fifth. As the swimmers make their final turns. Looks as though Rogers will hold on. She'll be the Heat 4 winner. 2:12.93. Bagdasarian takes second. Soroka takes third. Hughes takes fourth. They're switching the scoreboard a little late here, folks, so that's why you're not seeing those graphics in the beginning. Hopefully they'll work on that. Georgia Davis in lane 1, Ella Bouvier in 2, Mary Pierce in 3, Addie Carbone is in 4. Josephine Hopkins is in lane 5, Sabrina Hopkins is in 6, Emma Richards is in 7, Sherry Willems is in 8, Tegan Demers is in 9, and Madeline Esposito is in lane number 10. Carbone, Josephine Hopkins, and Tegan Demers, your top 3 right now, separated by 0.2 of a second. Josephine Hopkins now looks as though she's moved into first, passing Addie Carbone at what will be the halfway mark here. 0.4 of a second over Esposito. 0.8 over her sister Sabrina. 0.9 over Demers. So top 4 swimmers only 0.9 apart here in heat number 5. The Hopkins twins have moved up. They are first and second right now. Josephine first, Sabrina second from the Tritons. Little over a second apart as they make their way for home. Josephine has that healthy lead with 20 yards to go. And Josephine Hopkins will take it. 2:10.68. Sabrina goes 2:13.60, and Tegan Demers goes 2:14.50. There are your assignments for Heat 6. We'll go down to our public address announcer, Mark Wild, for the lane assignments, I think. If he doesn't give them, I will. Let's see.
Lane 1 and 2 from Crimson, teammates Olivia Landers and Mai Fa. Lane 3 from Solo, Julia Nantishin. Lane 4 from Crimson, Maddie Boda. Lane 5 from Solo, Libby Nichols. Lane 6 from Crimson, Hadley D'Agostino. Lane 7 from Crimson, Ashley Deloche. Lane 8 from Crimson Boston and 9 from Crimson Boston, Tina Zhang and Maria Alves. And lane 10 from Gator, Tatum Lombardi.
So there are your lane assignments. Hadley D'Agostino in lane 6 from Crimson leads the way after 50 and leads the way at the halfway mark. 1:00.57. She's followed by Maria Alves and May Foe. They're your top 3, separated by a second and a half. D'Agostino had a good afternoon session yesterday, looking to follow that up with another good session today. She's well on her way to doing so. 50 more yards to go for D'Agostino, and she holds a 1 second lead over Alves, just under 2 seconds over Foe. D'Agostino and Foe are actually 1 and 2 right now. Foe is in lane 2 at the bottom of your screen, and D'Agostino in the middle. She will be your Heat 6 winner. 2:06.16. Foe takes second. Landers takes third.
Heat 7.
Heat 7 in the water. Maxine Cardenas in lane 1. Brooke Carline in 2. Amelia Gallant in 3. Amy Benson in 4. Sarah Pescott in 5. Ksenia Bagdasarian in 6. Aubrey Harrington in 7. Ali Wu in 8. Amelia Hukkinen in lane 9. And Madison Rogers in lane 10. But it is Amy Benson from Solo who's out to the early lead at the 50-yard mark.
Lane 6, Ksenia Bagdasarian.
Benson, an 18-year-old from Solo, came in with a 2:05.92. She's looking to drop some time under that and maybe, just maybe, break that 2-minute mark. Benson continues to lead the way. Good performance by Amy in lane 4. And look at that, I sent Amy some positive vibes. She breaks 2 minutes, 1:59.28. Bagdasarian takes second, Wu takes third. Libby Davidson in lane 1, Allie Brenner in 2, Sadie Gagnon in 4, Caden McKibben in 5, Ava Young in 6, Morgan Bullen in 7, Noor Abdalal in 8, Reese Gravlin in 9, Sarah Herbst in lane 10. This is heat number 7 of 10, event 69 heat. Actually, this is heat 8, excuse me, sorry about that. Noor Abdalal, 28.95. Ali Brenner, 28.95. Libby Davidson in lane 1 has moved into first, a 10th ahead of Abdalal Brenner, 3/10 behind. Gravlin 6/10. Gagnon 8/10. So as you can see, it's very crowded. 6 swimmers vying for that top spot here in heat number 8. Sadie Gagnon starting to make her move now in lane 4. And it is Gagnon at the top, a 10th ahead of Abdelel, 4/10 ahead of Brenner. So Sadie Gagnon catapults herself from 4th place to 1st between the 100 and 150 yard mark. And it looks like she's going to run away with heat number 8. So nice job here by Gagnon. She came in with a 2:01.72. She won't break 2 minutes, but 2:03.92 for Gagnon, good enough for first. Gravlin takes second, Brenner third as we move into heat number 9.
Heat 9.
Sarah Rapucci in lane 1, Maggie Holland in 2, Claire Neely in 3, Kyla Kelly in 4, Sammy McClintock in 5, Addison Abreu in lane 6, Emma Kawai in 7, Claire Moshe in 8, Brianna Kong in 9, Cindy Ben in lane 10.
Kelly. Lane 5, Sammy McClintock. Lane 6, Addison Abreu. Lane 7, Emma Kwai. Lane 8, Claire Moshe. Lane 9, Brianna Kong.
Kong, Abreu, and Mosher leading the way after the first 50. Again, this is heat 9 of 10 of the 200. Brianna Kong leads the way in lane 9. She's looking very strong. 15 years old from Solo Aquatics, came in with a 158.93. The halfway mark, it's Kong, Abreu, and Kelly. But Kong has a almost 2-second lead on Abreu.
Trying to track it down in 6. That's Addison Abreu from Gator.
Kong continues to look strong in lane 9, followed by Abreu. Third place right now is Kyla Kelly from Crimson. Abreu's trying to make up some ground on Kong. I don't think she's going to be able to catch her. Nice swim there by Brianna Kong.
10, that is Brianna Kong. Her seat time was a 158. She'll certainly get under that, touching in a 155.6. Second, Abreu 156.8. And 2:00 for Kelly. Heat 10.
Kong takes first, Abreu second, Kelly third.
Swimming lane 1, Jane Wheeler. Lane 2, Vivian Wilson. Lane 3, Veronica Kisova. Lane 4, Hannah Wieserek. Lane 5, Hazel Mubadine. Lane 6, Sophie Phelps. Lane 7, Catherine Swan. Lane 8, Peyton Knightley. Lane 9, Kara DaVinci. Lane 10, Dia Ackerman-Valala.
Final heat of the girls 200 free. Sophie Phelps leads the way right now from Solo in lane 6. 26.82 her 50 time. Jane Wheeler in this heat had a great day yesterday, as did Vivian Molson from Crimson. Sophie Phelps continues and remains in the lead. Hazel Muhaideen in lane 5, Scholastic All-American designation that she received last week when the swimmers were announced. Quite a few from New England, Hazel being one of them. of swimmers here this afternoon. Anna Bamer is on that list, as well as Hazel, and that's it. So quite the accomplishment there. Sophie Phelps well on her way, I think, or is that Hazel? That is Hazel. So Hazel has moved into first. Mohideen goes a 152.51, Wheeler 154, Wazorek 155, Molson 155. So we'll move into the boys' side, 13 and over, 2 free. 10 heats of the boys. This is heat 1. There are your lane assignments.
Swimming in lane 2, Lemo Chen. Swimming lane 3, Shane Ritchie. Lane 4, William Yu. Lane 5, Eric Zhu. Lane 6, Jack Hutchinson. Lane 7, Connor Downing. Lane 8, Cody Wong. Lane 9, Ethan Gu.
So Ethan Gu leading the way. He's swimming unattached here. He's out in front by a great deal over Wong and Yu. $52.96, the halfway mark for Ethan Gu. He's followed by Cody Wong. And Gu is really running away with it. So I'm guessing he was a late addition to the meet, or something happened with the entry, because Ethan is typically in one of the final heats. We'll take a look at his time. The final heat, heat 10, has swimmers ranging from 142 to 148. I don't know if he's going to be in that range, but he's going to be not too far off it. And he does. 148.03.
148.03 for Gu in the outside.
Cody Wong takes second, 202.49. Third place is looking like, is it William Yu? And it is William Yu, 215.40 for you. So Ethan Guo, your Heat 1 winner, 120.57 the time there. We'll move into heat number 2. We'll let Mark Wild handle the public address announcement of the lanes until the final heat of each event. There it is on your screen, and we'll turn it over to Mark for the intros.
Swimming lane 1 from Amherst, Timmy Sun. Lane 2 from Crimson Boston, Amir Ahmedhi. Lane 3 from Crimson South, Joseph LaPlante. Lane 4 from Gator, Fabian Glatt. Lane 5 from Gator, Evan Frechette. Lane 6 from Vikings, Wyatt Lee. Lane 7 from Crimson, Aiden Sisaroff. Lane 8 from Vikings, Leo Bulakevitz. Lane 9 from Solo, Samuel Walden. Lane 10 from Crimson, Jonathan Sorek.
Samuel Walden leading the way, followed by Amir Almadici and Timmy Sun. The latter two in lanes 1 and 2. Samuel Walden in lane 9 at the top of your screen. For those of you looking ahead, a Brew Media Productions next live stream will be November 11th to the 13th at Seekonk High School for the Gators Swim Club Seekonk meet. We'll hope you can join us. You can get all the information on our upcoming broadcast at Abreu Media Productions on Facebook or abrewmediaproductions.com. After the November meet, we will be broadcasting the Seniors Championships, so the New England Swimming Seniors Championships from Brown University, December 15th through the 19th. Then we'll have 2 meets in January, one hosted by one hosted by Gators up at MIT, the other hosted by Greenwood Swimming right back here at WPI. Samuel Walden takes this in heat 2, 2:05.57. Timmy Sun takes second, and third place goes to Amir Al-Nadici. In lane 2, we'll move into heat number 3.
Liam Hauser. Lane 2 from Amherst, Aaron Kennedy. Lane 3 from Clemson, Noah Woods. Lane 4 from Clemson South, Liam Downing. Lane 5 from Clemson South, Kevin Garvey. Lane 6 and 7 from Vikings, teammates Addy Gutierrez Martinez and Drake Dragon. Lane 8 from Crimson, Boston, Vasily Kontos. Lane 9 from Amherst Titans, Orion Waldman. Lane 10 from Amherst Titans, Zach Dixon.
Garvey and Downing out quick, middle of your pool, as well as Adrian Gutierrez Martinez. Lanes 4, 5, and 6, it's where all the action is. Liam Downing leads the way currently at the halfway mark. Gutierrez Martinez, Kevin Garvey, 3 and 5/10 behind, respectively. Liam Downing continuing to lead the way for Crimson in lane 4 here at the 150-yard mark. Downing came in with the 2:16.06. I'll tell you, good race at the top here. He's ahead of Gutierrez Martinez and Garvey by 2 and 4/10 respectively. So those guys aren't going anywhere. And here comes Gutierrez Martinez making his move from Holyoke. He's moved into a clear second place, and he may have moved into a clear first. So Adrian Gutierrez Martinez came in with a 2:14.07. It's going to be a who can out-touch who situation here at the wall, and it's going to be Gutierrez Martinez. Nice swim by him. Garvey takes second. Downing ends up taking third. Garvin out-touches Downing, so they're your top 3 in heat number 3.
Swinging lane 1 from Crimson South, Dylan Clark. Lane 2 from Crimson, Alan Rawl. Lane 3 from Crimson South, Kunal Rotten. Lane 4 from Crimson, James Smith. Lane 5 from Crimson, Boston, Alex Zhang. Lane 6 from Solo, CJ Eaton. Lane 7 from Crimson, Dane Connor. Lane 8 from Crimson South, Colin Campbell. Lane 9 from Gator, Aiden Wallace. And lane 10 from Crimson Boston, Aiden Gifford.
Alan Zhang leading the way. Was out in a 26:52.50. It's built up already, as you can see, pretty much a body length lead. Followed by Kuno Lowton from Crimson in lane 3, just under 3 seconds behind. Colin Campbell from Crimson in lane 8 occupies third here at WPI. 1:47 p.m. WPI time here in beautiful Worcester, Massachusetts. We're at the Crimson WCC specialty meet with distance. This is day 3 and the final session of this terrific swim meet. We would like to take this time to thank WPI for being such gracious hosts here this afternoon. Peter Zeiger and his team running a great meet. From the Crimson perspective, Alan Zhang still in the lead. Alex Zhang, excuse me.
It's going to be close to cracking 2 minutes here. The touch it is 1:58.7.
So Zhang goes 1:58.7. He breaks 2 minutes. Nice swim by him. Lowton takes second. Campbell third.
Heat 5. Swimming lane 1 from Crimson South, Max Grisanti. Lane 2 from Crimson Boston, Xiaorui Liu. Lane 3 from Crimson, Yiwei Wang. Lane 4 from Crimson Boston, Hector Nieto. Lane 5 from Crimson Boston, Andy Yu. Lane 6 from Crimson, Henry Chiza. Lane 7 from Crimson, Krishna Balasabaranian. Lane 8 from Amherst, Charles Hu. Lane 9 from Crimson Boston, Michael Alsmal. Lane 10 from Solo, JPZ.
Andy Yu leads the way after the 50. He's in lane 5. So similar to these other races, Yu has gotten out to a pretty quick lead, almost a full body length over Balasubramanian in lane 7. Michael Aljamal in lane 9. You came in with a 2:03.25. Looking to break that 2-minute mark. We'll see where he's pacing here. 1:27.27, so it's going to be close. Needs to come back in a 32 and change. I think he can do it. He's got 16 seconds to bring it home here and break that 2-minute mark. Let's see if you can do it. He's going to be very close. And he does it. 1:58.40. Nieto goes 1:58.43, and Yu goes 1:58.45. So 5/100ths of a second separate your top 3 swimmers there in Heat 5. So we move on to heat number 6.
Lane 1 from Amherst, Peter Roots. Lane 2 from Gator, Cormac Hughes. Lane 3 from Solo, Simon Rosinski. Lane 4 from Crimson, Ethan Ackerman-Valhalla. Lane 5 from Crimson South and 6 from Crimson South, Matthew Smith and Owen Chandria. Lane 7 from Crimson Boston, Lucas Miller. Lane 8 from Solo, Lane 9 from Royal Solo, Ali Lehman and Joey Musamara. Lane 10 from Crimson South, Trevor Smith.
Matthew Smith, your leader in lane 5. $55.80 at the halfway mark. It's followed by Miller and Shandaria. Smith still leading the way. He's getting a little bit of a chase there by Lucas Miller, who was 0.6 behind. Smith also looking to improve on his 1:59.27 time, and he will, 1:55.87. Miller takes second, Lehman third. He's 7 of 10.
Lane 1 from Crimson, Will Athanas. Lane 2 from Crimson Boston, Gabriel Siegel. Lane 3, 4, and 5 teammates from Solo, Ivan Gills, Quinn Burns, and Zach Quiptick. Lane 6 from Crimson South, Brecken Shea. Lane 7 from Crimson Boston, Ryan Cam. Lane 8 from Crimson, Kian Grabber. Lane 9 from Solo, Daniel Huang. Lane 10 from Gator, Ryan Rochi.
Brecken Shea leading the way very early on, swimming out of lane 6. Although it's Quinn Burns in 4, Brecken Shea in 6. Kian Grabar in 8, Daniel Wang in 9. Burns, Grabar, and Shea are your top 3. Top 4, including Cam, separated by 0.8 of a second here at the halfway mark.
With the 50 left, it's lanes 8 and 4. That's Grabber in 8 and Burns in 4.
Kian Grabar will take it 1:53.49. Burns in second, Seagal third.
Heat 9.
Heat 8 in the water. Colin Panagos in lane 1, and Luca Abramson in 2, Cale Copeland in 3. It's Jonah Nathanson in 4, Samuel Whitaker in 5, Jurat Sainthong in 6, Ben Zhu in 7, Andrew Vanderwater in 8, Ryan Kornacki in lane 9, and Brady LePage in lane number 10.
Lane 4, Jonah Nathanson. Lane 5, Samuel Whitaker. Lane 6 is Girat Sanktalon. Lane 7, Ben Zhu. Lane 8, Andrew Vanderwater. Lane 9, Ryan Kornacki. Lane 10, Brady LePage.
Cale Copeland leading the way from the Tritons. He's in lane 3. Also Ryan Kornacki from Gators, right up near the top there as well in lane 9. $54.21 for Copeland at the 100-yard mark. Kornacki 0.3 behind, so he's the closest. Vanderwater's right behind him. 0.8 of a second. But it remains Cale Copeland in lane 3. He's actually gained a little bit on Kornacki. He was 0.3. Let's see what he is now, 0.7. Copeland will make his final turn. Let's see if Kornacki can catch him here. He's built up a pretty good lead, and Jonah Nathanson now making a push at Kornacki. But it will be Cale Copeland taking heat number 8. Kornacki takes second, Nathanson third. Pierce Broush in lane 1, Keith Hartman in lane 2, William Molson in 3, Andrew Kim in 4, Jack Meekins in 5, Ben Shayer in 6, Nick Kavik in 7, Peter Moo in 8, Daniel Chan in 9, Ethan Liu in 10. It was the Andrew Kim show yesterday. Andrew Kim had quite the performance. And it looks like he's picking up right where he left off. He's out in his 50 of 23.86. That is Andrew Kim. He's in lane 4. Came in with a 149.43, 0.3 behind Jack Meekins, who he currently leads right now. 49.96. 100-yard time for Kim. Very, very fast time. Kim's got 50 to go. Let's see what he can do here. His splits have been 23-8, 26-10, 27-4. He needs to go a 30 or less to drop time. Actually, he could go a 31 and still drop time. $145.81. He splits that one a 28-37. Moo takes second. Meekins takes third. Meekins actually had the fastest split there, 28-10. So we move to heat number 10. Duke Garvin in lane 1, Jack Ventry in 2, Christopher G in lane 3, Tyler Bosma in 4, it's Luke Jaguar in 5. Matt B. Malinowski in 6, Garrett Jones in 7, Henry Campbell in 8, Christopher Raymond in 9, and Bradley Waters in lane 10. Christopher G out in front, Tyler Bosma right behind him, both solo teammates. Garrett Jones occupying third. Don't sleep on Garrett Jones. Extremely fast as well in lane 7. He may have moved into second place here, it looks like. We'll see what this 100 split is, and it is Jones who has moved into second. A half a second behind Christopher Gia. And it is Garrett Jones, 144.82. Malinovsky takes second. Zia takes third. Jagir takes fourth. Moving into event 71, girls, one fly. So we're past the two free. We're into the one fly. These events will go by much quicker. Lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 are open. Anna Koenig in lane 3, Izzy Tangway in 4, Aberlin Quicala in 5, Carolina Kiang in lane 6, Inez Dole in lane 7.
From Solo, Izzy Tangway. Lane 5 from Crimson, Evelyn Siolaka. Lane 6 from Gator, Carolina Kang. Lane 7 from Amherst, Inez Dole.
Izzy Tangway goes a 117, Dole a 118, Quicala a 121.88, good for third. So those are your top three. In our opening heat of the girls, 13 and over 100-yard butterfly.
Heat 2.
Darcy Polander in lane 1, Fiona Hughes in 2, Charlotte Kaiser in lane 3, Addie Carbone in 4, Haley Robbins in 5, Madeline Esposito in 6, Mary Wallace in 7, Ashley DeRoches in 8, Bridget Travers in 9, and Georgia Davis rounds out the field in lane 10. Haley Robbins has the top time coming into this heat, 1:19.81. It's Madeline Esposito right now leading the way. 2 seconds ahead of Wallace, 2 1/4 ahead of Polander. Esposito makes her final turn, and with about 12 yards to go, we'll take this heat. She'll be followed by Haley Robbins, but it will be Madeline Esposito from Crimson. Your Heat 2 winner, 113.87. Robbins takes second, Polander takes third as we move into heat number 3. Margaret started in lane 1. Jillian Frechette in lane 2. Chloe Burke in 3. Anissa Hazarika in lane 4. Emma Ferreira in 5. Sophia Paredes in 6. Olivia Landers in 7. Delaney Aldrich in lane 8. Samantha Ikabuchi in 9. And Emily Tonino rounds out the field in lane 10.
Emma Ferreira. Lane 6, Sophia Paredes. Lane 7, Olivia Landers. Lane 8, Delaney Aldrich. Lane 9,
Hazarika out to the quick start here at the halfway mark. She's out in a 31.4, followed by Tonino at 31.7. Emma Ferreira, 32.6. So those are your top three. Tonino's trying to mount a comeback here and see if she can take over that top spot from Hazarika.
lanes 10 and
And it will be Hazarika who takes heat number 3, 107.45. Tonino goes 108.13. Ferreira 110.38 to round out your top 3 as we move into heat number 4. Valerie Williams in lane 1, Sherry Yee in 2, Mary Pierce in 3, Jada Maitre in 4. It's Gabriella Bulatowicz in 5, Sarah Pescott in 6, Sabrina Hopkins in 7, Caroline Baker Demock in lane 8, Dahlia Miller in lane 9, and Sky Lanous in lane 10 to round out the field. Gabriella Bulatowicz from the Holyoke Vikings leads the way at the halfway mark. She's out in a 30.52, not a 35.2. Maitre second, Baker Demock in third. Bulatowicz continues to look strong. She's trying to hold off Jada Maitre in lane 4. With about 5 yards to go, she will do just that and will be your Heat 4 winner, Gabriella Bulatowicz from the Holyoke Vikings. 105.91.
Heat 5.
Allie Benson in lane 1, May Foe in lane 2, Sophie Ziomic in 3, Emily Rogers in 4, Allie Wu in 5, JoJo Sabolowski in 6, Savannah Lombardi in 7, Tegan Demers in 8, Libby Davidson in 9, Tatum Lombardi in 10. The Lombardi sisters battling it out lanes 7 and 10. Knowing both of these young ladies well, I can tell you Savannah will not let Tatum beat her in this race because she knows she will never hear the end of it. Lombardi looking good in lane 7. JoJo Sabolowski leading the way, though, from the Tritons in lane 6. Emily Rogers sneaks in and out-touches Wu. It is Davidson who takes third. Rogers goes a 106.63. Good for the Heat 5 victory. As we move on to Heat 6, you'll find Kaden McKibben in lane 1, Reese Gravelin in 2, Ella Bouvier in lane 3, Cindy Ben in 4, Emmy Hukinen in 5, Aubrey Harrington in 6, Amy Benson in 7, Audrey Spiridopoulos in 8, Sadie Gagnon in lane 9, and Sam Bender in lane 10. Amy Benson from Solo looking strong. She's out fast. 28.68, followed by Cindy Ben and Spiridopoulos. Top 3 swimmers separated by 0.7 of a second. Top 4 by a second and a half. But Amy Benson continues to look strong in lane 7. Cindy Ben looking strong in lane 4. And it will be Benson who takes it, 101.44. She'll out-touch Ben, 101.79. Hukinen takes third, 104.04. Moving right along in the program into heat number 7. Morgan Bullen in lane 1, Hagley D'Agostino in 2, Lucy Chivers in 3, Brooke Caroline in 4, Lydia Kraft in 5, Maxine Cardenas in 6, Nora Abdullah in 7, Vivian Wienert in 8, Maggie Holland in 9, Taylor O'Neill rounds out the field in lane 10.
Lane 6, Maxine Cardenas. Lane 7, Nora Bell. Lane 8, Vivian Weinert. Lane 9, Maggie Holland. Lane 10, Taylor O'Neill.
Vivian Wienert leads the way. She's followed by Holland. Top 5 swimmers only 0.4 of a second apart, so really tight as we'll head into the final turn. Maggie Holland is in the lead, I believe, in lane 9. She is. .103.48 for Holland. It's a 1 second time drop. D'Agostino takes second, Kraft takes third. So nice job by Maggie Holland there. She's your Heat 7 winner as we move into Heat number 8. Aratina Zhang in lane 1, Angela Parasalt in 2, Claire Hahn in 3, Kyla Kelly in 4, Sammy McClintock in 5, Alyssa Bennett in lane 6, Noah Chambers in 7, Cara Dominici in 8, Sarah Rapucci in 9, Emma Kawai rounds out the field in lane number 10.
Lane 7, Nora Chambers. Lane 8, Cara Dominici. Lane 9,
Alyssa Bennett leads the way early from Crimson in lane 6 at the halfway mark. She's out into 28.37. She's followed by Hahn, Zhang, Kelly, Dominici, Chambers, and Rapucci. They're all within 2 seconds. But Bennett in the pole position here. Here comes Claire Hahn, though. Hahn in 3, Bennett in 5. Excuse me, Bennett in 6. I think Bennett is going to hold on here. Let's see at the wall, and it is Bennett, 101.91. Hahn takes second, Dominici takes third. We're into heat number 9. Sophie Phelps in lane 1, Ksenia Bagdasarian in 2, Ellie Brenner in 3, Courtney Bogosian in 4, Dia Ackerman Valala in 5, Claire Mosher in 6, Jane Wheeler in 7, Corinne Cartwright in lane 8, Emma Richards in 9, Paige Panagos in lane 10. Looks like it's Courtney Bogosian swimming from out in front. The halfway mark, it is Bogosian, 27.88 for Bogosian. Followed by Wheeler in second, Bagdasarian in third. Jane Wheeler starting to make a move in lane 7, and it is Wheeler who has now pulled ahead. Feeding off that great day yesterday, 59.60 for Wheeler. Bogosian goes second, Mosher third. Here is our 10th and final heat. Claire Neely in lane 1, Brianna Kong in lane 2, Addison Abreu in lane 3, Hazel Muhaideen in lane 4, Anna Bamer in 5, Ariana Zhao in 6, Vivian Molson in 7, Peyton Knightley in 8, Hannah Wazorek in 9, Catherine Swan in lane 10.
Our next event is event 72, boys, 13 and over 100 yards.
Zhao takes first, Bamer second, Kong third.
Heat 1.
We'll move into event 72. It's the boys 13 and over 100-yard butterfly. There will be 9 heats on the boys' side. There are your lane assignments on the screen. Those are correct. Lanes 1, 9, and 10 will be open here in our opening heat.
Swimming lane 2, Cody Wong. Lane 3, Daniel Pimentel. Lane 4, Joseph LaPlante. Lane 5, Eric Zhu. Lane 6, William Yu. Lane 7, Connor Downing. Lane 8, Jonathan Sork.
Cody Wong leads the way at the halfway mark, 30-37 for Wong. (104.20) the time for Cody Wong from Crimson, who will take first. William Yu takes second. Third place will go to Eric Zhu, 116.70.
Heat 2.
Aiden Sisawath in lane 1. Jack Hutchinson in 2. Finn Glatt in 3. Lane 4 is open. Rinchin Monlam in 5. Noah Wilt in 6. Colin Campbell in 7. Kevin Garvey in 8. Liam Hauser in 9. And Tarek Ben Selim rounds out the field in lane number 10. Rinchin Monlam comes in with the top time, 117.59. He's in lane 5. However, right now, it's Kevin Garvey from Crimson leading the way at the halfway mark, 31-12. It's followed by Colin Campbell and Noah Wilt. Campbell and Garvey will battle it out here. It looks as though it's Campbell right now who is overtaking Garvey, and it is Campbell 108.36. Garvey takes second, Wilt third. So we move into heat number 3.
Heat 3.
Henry Chiesa in lane 1, Yiwei Wang in 2, Tomas Alves in 3, James Smith in 4, Jure Liu in 5, Timmy Sun in 6, JP Zi in 7, Aaron Kennedy in 8, Owen Shandaria in 9, and it's Dylan Clark in lane 10.
James Smith. Lane 5, Charlie Liu. Lane 6, Timmy Sun. Lane 7, JPZ. Lane 8, Aaron Kennedy. Lane 9, Owen Chandaria. Lane 10, Dylan Clark.
Shandaria leads at the halfway mark, 28.86 for Owen. He's in lane 9 at the top of your screen. Jure Liu from Crimson is in the middle in lane 5, and then it is also Henry Chiesa in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. And it could be Chiesa giving Shandaria quite a battle. Who's going to touch the wall first? And I think it's going to be Chiesa, and it is 103.01 and 103.04, 3/100ths separate them. Timmy's son taking third, 104.37.
Swimming 1, Kunal Lawton. Lane 2, Dane Connor. Lane 3, Bracken Shea. Lane 4, Alan Rawl. Lane 5, Trevor Smith. Lane 6, Ryan Kornicki. Lane 7, Max Crisanti. Lane 8, Samuel Walton. Lane 9, Andrew Vanderwater. Lane 10, Michael Crow.
It's Vanderwater out to the quick start in lane 9, leads at the halfway mark, 26.63, followed by Kornacki and Shea, both around 2.5 seconds behind. Once again, the next broadcast time for Abreu Media Productions will be November 11th through the 13th at Seekonk High School as we watch Andrew Vanderwater take first from solo in lane 9. Kornacki second, Shea takes third.
Heat 5. Swing lane 1, Peter Roots. Lane 2, Samuel Whitaker. Lane 3, George Lamb. Lane 4, Krishna Balasubramanian. Lane 5, Daniel Prang. Lane 6, Ethan Ackerman Valala. Lane 7, Tyler Bosma. Lane 8, Simon Rosinski. Lane 9, Hector Nieto. Lane 10, Michael Al-Jamal.
Bosma's out early, 27.23 out of lane 7. Bosma in a battle here with Samuel Whitaker. And it's going to be won by Whitaker. Bosma will take second. Nieto takes third.
Heat 6.
So Kian Grabar what we think could be a false start here. We'll see if he's going to be allowed to continue. He is. Good for Grabar. He's in the water. Cale Copeland in lane 1. Miles Bunyar in 2. Andy Yu in 3. Jack Ventry in 4. Ryan Vocchio in 5. Kian Grabar in 6. William Athanas in 7. Gabriel Segal in lane 8. Duke Garvin in 9. Jurat Sainthong in 10.
Lane 8, Gabriel Siegel. Lane 9, Duke Garvin. Lane 10, Jared Sankthong.
Ventry leads the way at the halfway mark, 26.9. And Ventry holds on to win this one with 57-47. Siegel takes second, Grabar third. Henry Campbell's in lane 1. Ivan Giles in 2. Alex Zhang in 3. Matthew Smith in 4. Peter Moo in 5. Daniel Chan in 6. William Molson in 7. Josh Adler in lane 8. Evander Lanous in lane 9. Luke Abramson in lane number 10. Peter Moo leads the way at the halfway mark by 4/10 over Ivan Giles. Peter Moo will cruise to victory here in heat number 7, 54.90. Adler takes second, Zhang takes third. So Peter Moo, your heat 7 winner. So we move on to heat number 8. Ryan Cam in lane 1, Ben Scher in lane 2, Holden Brown in 3, Matvey Malinovsky in 4, George Groves in lane 5, Carrick Shea in lane 6, Ethan Liu in 7, Garrett Jones in 8, Colin Panagos in 9, Jack Meekins in lane 10. First time we're seeing the talented George Groves this weekend. His sister Ruby, an alumni of Gator Swim Club. She swims for Williams College, Massachusetts.
4, Matvey Malinovsky. 5, George Groves. 6, Carrick Shea. 7, Ethan Liu. 8, Garrett Jones. 9,
Matvey Malinovsky
lane 10, Jack Meekins.
remains your leader in lane 4, and he will win this heat number 8. Jones second, Shea third.
Heat 9.
It's our 9th and final heat. You'll find Zach Quitkin in lane 1, Chris Hammond in 2, Mateo Smith in 3, Andrew Kim in lane 4, James Misto in 5, William McClellan in 6, Langu in 7, Patrick O'Connor in 8, Ryan Connors in 9, and Teddy Sun in 10. This is an all-star team of swimmers here. This should be a good one, folks. James Misto comes in with the top time, 48.46.
Lane 6, William McClellan. Lane 7,
He's battling with Andrew Kim in lane 4, so Misto in 5, Kim in 4. They're at a virtual dead heat at the halfway mark. 1/100th separates them. Misto was in the lead. Here comes McClellan. He's trying to catch Kim. Is Kim fading a little bit? Not really. This is going to come down to Misto and Kim. Nice pull out there by Misto as he starts to pull ahead with 5 yards to go. It will be James Misto taking the final heat just ahead of Andrew Kim. McClellan takes third.
since you know which 20-yard breaststroke, there'll be 7 heats. Heat 1.
Event 73 is upon us, folks. This is the women's 13 and over 2 breast. This gives us a lot of time to fill when we're talking about the 2 breast. These are typically the longest events that we'll see here this weekend. What a great swim that was, though, right there. Misto edging out Kim and McClelland.
Swing in lane 2 from Vikings, Gracie Levels. Lane 3 from Gator, Vivian Weinert. Lane 4 from Amherst, Josephine Hopkins. Lane 5 from Amherst, Sherry Willems. Lane 6 from Clemson, Anna Kanik. Lane 7 from Solo, Shauna Zhang. Lane 8 from Gator, Sadie Gagnon.
Lanes 1, 9, and 10 are open here for this 2 breast. Shauna Jiang from Solo in lane 7 leads the way. So hopefully, get some exciting news to pass along. Hopefully, I'm not sure when this is going to happen. Hopefully in the November-December timeframe, but I have been partnering and having conversations with John Rook. So for those of you who follow Providence College basketball, he is the radio play-by-play voice of the PC Friars for, I believe, the last 30 years. He's also the PA announcer at Gillette Stadium, so for those of you with Patriots games, that voice you hear is John Rook. He's also the Dean of the Sports Broadcasting Department at Dean Junior College. And I've been working with John, and hopefully we'll have an intern coming up to join me at some point this year, this season, I should say. Someone that can get some practical experience with live production as far as setting up a set, breaking down a set. Also starting to do a little getting their feet wet in some play-by-play of a sport which really probably they're not familiar with. A lot of the sports broadcasting students are, gravitate toward the big four sports, as you see Shauna Jiang from Solo. She took first there. One of the things I hope to have this intern do is work a little more on our social media strategy in terms of getting highlights of meets out on social media. That will be especially helpful to a lot of swimmers who are looking to swim in college, easier to share their swims with them. We'll also be looking into making some highlight reel videos for folks who are looking for that service to provide to colleges. So that should be pretty exciting. Looking forward to that. Hopefully that comes to fruition. We were hoping it was going to happen in the first semester. He does have a couple of freshmen or a few freshmen in mind, but they wanted to get acclimated to school first before they jumped into an internship, and that's totally understandable as we move into heat number 2.
Lane 2, Alana Conley. Lane 3, Charlotte Kieser. Lane 4, Olivia Landers. Lane 5, Lee Flynn. Lane 6, Meredith Humphreys. Lane 7, Phoebe Burke. Lane 8, Ariana Sun. Lane 9, Chloe Koloski. Lane 10, Bridget Travers.
So that's some pretty exciting news there. Olivia Landers leading the way right now, followed by Phoebe Burke and Sasha Bagdasarian. I've always talked about there are a lot of things I would like to do with this. There are so many gaps in swimming and really on the club level in swimming as far as video is concerned, but it's just a matter of time. Unfortunately, I have a real 9-to-5 job that pays the bills and takes up a lot of my time. So one thing that none of us have enough of is time. I was thinking of trying to enlist my daughter to do our social media, but I don't know. She's busy as well, junior year of high school, taking a full tough course load, some AP classes, swimming 6 days a week. You know how it is. You parents all know your kids are all swimming 6 days a week. They're probably all in honors and AP classes and just a packed calendar. So I was going to have Addison do it, but not sure that's going to work out. But I did just create our Instagram page last night. All I did was really reserve the name of Brew Media Productions on Instagram. Haven't posted anything yet, but we hope to post some stuff pretty soon. Olivia Landers leading the way, followed by Phoebe Burke and Bagdasarian. If you know anybody out there that might be interested in a little job doing some social media for Abreu Media Productions, certainly send them my way. You can find us at Abreu Media Productions on Facebook. You can find us at abrewmediaproductions.com. And, yeah, by email, live stream at abrewmediaproductions.com. As we watch Olivia Landers finish up 259.77. Burke takes second, 302.45. Third place will go to Bagdasarian, 307.97. And we'll move into heat number 3 of this 200 breast. On the girls' side, 13 and over.
Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1, Audrey Spiridopoulos. Lane 2, Brooke Carline. Lane 3, Carolina Yang. Lane 4, Ava Sioraka. Lane 5, Skylar Noose. Lane 6, Katie McKibben. Lane 7, Margaret Stoddard. Lane 8, Madeline Esposito. Lane 9, Jenna Whitaker. Lane 10, Amelia Gallant.
Audrey Spiridopoulos leads the way after 50. Lanús in second, McKibben in third. Was just checking the NFL scores from today, seeing if anything was notable out there. It's not. I guess for those of you with somewhat local New York rooting interest, the Giants lead the Jaguars 13-11, 12 seconds left in the first half. Giants, of course, are 5-1, off to their best start in decades. My wife is quick to shoot me some daggers on that. She's a Giants fan. She's quick to say, not decades. It's not decades, but it's been a while. Spiridopoulos remains in the lead. She's in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. She's followed by Madeline Esposito in lane 8 and Sky Lanús in lane 5 from the Tritons. I also have to crack the code on how to get more engagement from my audience on the live chat. That's something that we haven't been able to figure out yet. When we were on YouTube, we had great engagement. People were not afraid to chat and to engage, and I feel like once we've switched away from YouTube, we don't have a lot of engagement anymore. I love to hear from people that are watching, who they're rooting for, accomplishments that I can shout out over the air. All of these swimmers love to hear their name being called, so whether it's in the pool or out of the pool accomplishment, love to take care of those types of things. And just love that friendly banter back and forth, especially in an event like this, the two breasts. There's a lot of time to fill. You all don't want to hear silence, and neither do I. Audrey Spiridopoulos will take heat number 3, 249.09. McKibben second, Esposito third as we move into heat number 4.
Heat 4.
I think Mark is going to do the lane assignments. Maybe not, so I'll take over for him here. Mayfo in lane 1, Delaney Aldrich in 2. Haley Musamara in lane 3, Valerie Williams in 4, Sherry Yee in lane 5, Ali Brenner in 6, Samantha Ikabuchi in 7. It's Emmy Hukkinen in lane 8, Madison Rogers in lane 9, and Hadley D'Agostino in lane number 10. Val Williams leading the way from the Tritons in lane 4. So this meet proves to be a good spot check on all of these swimmers' training thus far. Early season meet, most likely it's the first or second meet for most of these swimmers. I'd say that from a coach's perspective, any of these swimmers who are on or even around their best time this early in the season, that's a big accomplishment. Also gives you a checkpoint here in October to see, okay, what am I doing good? What do I need to improve on? Many of these young men and women will be looking to make seniors cuts. Seniors right around the corner, December 15th, so about 6 weeks away, 7 weeks away. We should have a good production for that one at Brown University. Very excited about that. Emmy Hukkinen leads the way here, followed by Ali Brenner. Val Williams in third. She led the way after 100. She's dropped down into third. Emmy Hukkinen looking strong in lane number 8. Hukkinen will take the top spot here along with Ali Brenner, who will take second. 245.76 for Hukkinen, 247.60 for Brenner. Yi takes third at 248.94. We should have some exciting updates for the software that we use as well, hopefully by seniors, maybe. I don't want to give anything away, and I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so we'll wait on that. Heat number 5 on the blocks. Cindy Ben in lane 1, Ali Wu in lane 2, Corinne Cartwright in 3, Hannah Wazorek in 4, Lydia Kraft in 5, it's Jane Wheeler in 6, Taylor O'Neill in 7, Lucy Chivers in 8, Libby Nichols in 9, and Maddie Bodor in lane number 10. Jane Wheeler is in the lead. I'll tell you, Wheeler has had an amazing weekend thus far. 13 years old from Crimson. She tore it up Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and as well Sunday afternoon here. Very bright future for Wheeler. 13 years old from Crimson. Still a pretty sizable crowd here at WPI. Not quite shoulder to shoulder as it was this morning and yesterday, but still a very big crowd. And we have a good crowd on the live stream as well, so we appreciate you taking the time to join us. We certainly appreciate it. Wheeler leads the way, followed by Wazorek and Kraft. But as you can see, there's probably 5 swimmers still vying for that top spot. Although it's going to be tough to catch Wheeler with 50 yards to go. She probably has a 2-second lead. 2.5 seconds over Wazorek. 3 seconds over O'Neill. Once again, not the first time I've said this weekend. Jane Wheeler will be your overall winner here in Heat 5. She'll be a Heat winner, 236.73 for Wheeler. Wazarek takes second, O'Neal third. Kraft ends up in fourth. Moving into heat number 6.
Swimming in lane 1, Kyla Kelly. Lane 2, Emma Kawai. Lane 3, Angela Parasol. Lane 4, Savannah Lombardi. Lane 5, Ellie Wang. Lane 6, Sarah Rapucci. Lane 7, Artina Zhang. Lane 8, Noor Abdel. Lane 9, Catherine Swan. Lane 10, Anissa Hazarika.
Sarah Rapucci in lane 6 leads the way, followed by Ellie Wang, Emma Kawai, and Angela Parasol. Sarah Rapucci will take home heat number 6, 235.79. Kawhi second, Wang third.
Heat 7.
This is our final heat of the 200 breast. Maxine Cardenas will be in lane 1. Ellen Jin in lane 2. Hazel Muhaidi in 3. Dia Ackerman Vilala in 4. Audrey Zhang in 5. Claire Neely in 6. Vivian Molson in 7. Cara Dominici is in lane 8. Sammy McClintock in 9. Jojo Sabolowski in lane number 10. Looks like it's Claire Neely continues to lead the way at 1:12. She was at the halfway mark. 1:49.34 now. Audrey Zhang in second. Hazel Muhaideen in third. She's had a busy day. Vivian Molson in fourth. Claire Neely will be her Heat 7 winner. 2:27.10. Muhaideen takes second. Molson takes third.
Touching first, 2:27.10. Next event is event 74, the boys 13 over Trinity breaststroke. There will be 6 heats. Heat 1.
6 heats of the boys, 2 breast. Aiden Sisawath in lane 3, Noah Wilt in lane 4, Colin Campbell in 5, Daniel Pimentel in 6, Alex Zhang in 7, Wyatt Lee in lane 8.
Lane 7, Alex Zhang. And lane 8, Wyatt Lee.
Following the 200 breast, we go right into the 2 back. And then it's downhill from there. 50 free, 25 free, and the end of the meet will be upon us. Quite a few heats of the 25 free, though. That is some sound effects that are on this mixer. Just mistakenly hit the button. Alex Zhang leading the way, followed by Colin Campbell and Daniel Pimentel. Alex Zhang will take this one, 2:45.15. Campbell 2:56.92. Pimentel goes 3:05.75 as we move into heat number 2. Drake Dragon in lane 1, Tarek Bin Selim in 2, Eric Zhu in 3, James Smith in 4, William Yu in 5, Alan Rawl in 7, Evan Frechette in 8, Jack Hutchinson in 9, Henry Chiesa in lane number 10.
Lane 4, James Smith. Lane 5, William Yu. Lane 6, Trevor Smith. Lane 8, Alan Rawl. 7, Lane 8, Evan Frechette. Lane 9, Jack Hutchinson. Lane 10, Henry Chiesa.
Drake Dragon continues to lead the way in lane 1 from Holyoke. William Yu in 2nd right now in lane 5. Drake Dragon, William Yu going to battle this one out. Final 5 yards. It's been Drake Dragon all the way. Can he hold on? And he does. Out touches Yu by 5/100ths of a second. Hutchinson comes in 3rd. We'll let Mark Wild handle the lane assignments.
Swimming in lane 1, Liam Downing. Lane 2, Amir Ahmedchi. Lane 3, Krishna Balasubramanian. Lane 4, Lucas Miller. Lane 5, CJ Eaton. Lane 6, Aiden Wallace. Lane 7, Cormac Hughes. Lane 8, Quinn Burns. Lane 9, Tomas Alves. Lane 10, Finn Glatt.
There are your lane assignments. Quinn Burns leads the way, swimming out of lane 8. He's the first to make his turn back for the 150-yard mark. Quinn Burns looking strong, as is Aiden Wallace as well. So Aiden Wallace in lane 6. Wallace is a little over 2.5 seconds behind Burns at the 150-yard mark. Still not out of the realm of possibility that Wallace could catch up to Burns here. It's going to take a big effort. Burns looking very strong in lane 8. Burns will take first, 229.71. Wallace will take second, 233.33. So three's a wild there. 236.86 for Miller. That's good for third. As we move into heat number 4.
Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Ollie Lehman. Lane 2, Owen Chandaria. Lane 3, Jack Venture. Lane 4, Kian Grabar. Lane 5, William Athenis. Lane 6, Peter Moo. Lane 7, Hector Nieto. Lane 8, Charles Hu. Lane 9, William Wilson. Lane 10, Andy Yu.
Peter Moo leads the way after the 50 and again after the 100 at the halfway mark, 110.19. Kian Grabar in second, Jack Ventry in third. Top 4 swimmers all come from Crimson. Peter Moo continues to look strong in lane 6. Same alignment, Peter Moo, Jack Ventry, Kian Grabar, 1, 2, and 3. .25 yards to go here. We'll see if Peter Moo can hold on in lane 6. I think he will. We'll see. Although, here comes Grabar. And it is Grabar who will take it, 227.85. Moo takes second, Ventry takes third. So nice job by Kian Grabar there with the comeback. Third place. A lot of this race ends up finishing first. We'll move into heat 5 of 6.
Heat 5.
Matvey Malinovsky in lane 1, Ethan Ackerman Vilala in 2, Brady Cam in 3, it's Ben Connors in 4, Ryan Cam in 5, Christopher Raymond in 6, Pierce Broush in 7, Henry Campbell in 8, Jerry Liu in 9, Brady LePage in lane 10.
Lane 1, Matvey Malinovsky. Lane 2, Ethan Ackerman Vilala. Lane 3, Brady Cam. Lane 4, Ben Connors. Lane 5, Ryan Cam. Lane 6, Christopher Raymond. Lane 7, Pierce Broush. Lane 8, Henry Campbell. Lane 9, Jerry Liu. And lane 10, Brady LePage.
Brady Cam leads the way at the halfway mark. excuse me, at the 50-yard mark, I should say. He was followed by Matvey Malinovsky, and Ben Connors looking strong in lane 4. He's got a good hold on third place right now, does Connors. Matvey Malinovsky and Brady Cam continuing to battle for first, almost a dead tie. 2/100ths of a second separate Cam and Malinovsky. Connors in third. Here comes Ryan Cam. He's trying to overtake Ben Connors. Brady Cam locked into first place here in lane 3. Ryan Cam is now moved into third. Matvey Malinovsky in second. Ryan Cam third. Ben Connors in fourth. Brady Cam trying to see if he can hold on. Matvey Malinovsky making a late push here in lane 1. Looks like it's Ryan Cam in lane 5 who will take third. But Ryan Cam out-touches Malinovsky. Ryan Cam takes third. Ben Connors fourth. This is our final heat of the men's 200 breast. You'll find Andrew Kim in lane 1, Holden Brown in lane 2, Patrick O'Connor in 3, Rowan Veals in lane 4, Christopher G in 5, Max LaRoche in 6, Damian Figet-Kosarev in 7, Daniel Chan in 8, George Lamb in 9, and Carrick Shea in lane 10. This should be a good one, folks. Christopher G, Damian Figet-Kosarev, Max LaRoche, Andrew Kim even in lane 1. Very strong field here. Carrick Shea in lane 10. Christopher Gia followed by Figet-Kosarev and LaRoche. Christopher G still remains in the lead. At the halfway mark, his lead is 1 1/4 seconds over Damian Figet-Kosarev. It's really Gia and Kosarev. The question is going to be, can Figet-Kosarev catch up to Christopher Gia? It's going to be tough. It's about a 2.5 second delta. So Christopher Gia from Solo Aquatics on his way to being the Heat 6 winner. Damian Figet-Kosarev will take second. Max LaRoche looks like he'll take third, although here comes Carrick Shea in lane number 10. And it was Shea out-touching LaRoche.
Our next event is at 75, girls 13 over Trinity at backstroke. There will be 8 heats.
2 back is what's next on the docket. It's event 75, heat 1. 4 swimmers here. Anna Koenig, Emily Tonino, Lena Conley, and Sonam Somo. This is the 200 back. There will be 8 heats. A lot of 200s today, folks. A lot of 200s.
Swimming lane 4, Anna Kanek. Lane 5, Emily Tonino. Lane 6, Lana Conley. Lane 7, Sonam Sonomo.
That's Emily Tonino from Gators in the lead and looking strong here in our opening heat of the 2 back. .237.32 for Tonino. Somo takes second, 255.28, and I'm going to hand this over to my daughter, Avery Abreu, while I step away from the mic for a minute. So Avery will be calling all of the action for you in heat number 2.
Hello, it is me, Avery, back here again. He's laughing at me. It is great to be back. Okay, let's see. Who do we have in the water? 200 back is one of those longer events.
Lane 2, Clara Blumenthal. Lane 3, Meredith Humphreys. Lane 4, Charlotte Kessel. Lane 5, Madeline Esposito. Lane 7, Sarah Soroka. Lane 8, Carolyn Baker-Dimmick. And lane 10, Bridget Travers.
Yeah, as I was saying, the 200 back is one of those longer events. Definitely need the endurance for this. It's not a normal 200. So it is definitely hard. Right now, it looks like lane 5 is in the lead, followed by maybe 7. Let's see here at the turn. Turn will tell it all. Yep, lane 5, followed by lane 7, followed by lane 6. So the top 3 is lane 5, lane 7, and then lane 6. Looks like lane 5 is still leading. From Crimson Aquatics. Mary Wallace. Yep, lane 5. At the 150-yard mark. Last 50 strong. So, again, it's lane 5, followed by lane 7, followed by lane 6. All from Crimson Aquatics. And it will be lane 5 from Crimson Aquatics, Mary Wallace. Followed by lane 7 and then lane 6. All from Crimson Aquatics.
2:38 there for Wallace. Second 2:43 for Esposito. Both a good drop of time for them. Heat 3.
Heat 3. In the water.
Swimming lane 1, Evelyn Siolaka. Lane 2, Jill Kavner. Lane 3, Madison Rogers. Lane 4, Josephine Hopkins. Lane 5, Ella Fuchs. Lane 6, Margaret Stoddard. Lane 7, Sophie Ziemek. Lane 8, Chloe Burke. Lane 9, Ashley LaRoche. Lane 10, Haley Robbins.
Ella Folks coming in with the top time. In lane 5 from Gator Swim Club. So, it's like very close between lanes 5 and lanes 7 and 8. Lanes 5, 7, and 8, very close. But it looks like a pretty even playing field right now. Now it seems like lane 4 maybe. Josephine Hopkins might be making a little bit of a push. Yes, it will be lane 4 at the wall. Followed by lane 8, Chloe Burke. Followed by, I believe, Ella Folks. And it is still Josephine Hopkins. As my wonderful dad is back. Oh, he's making me do it. Okay. Josephine Hopkins still leading, I think, lane 8, making a late push.
Leading the charge with the 50 left, it's lane 4, Hopkins.
Yep, lane 4 still leading, followed by lane 8. Maybe followed by lane 2. Late push maybe by Jill Cavanier.
2 is
Kavner. Let's see. Getting close. Lane 8 is making a late push. Chloe Burke. On lane 4, Josephine Hopkins. I think it's going to be Josephine Hopkins to the wall first. Yep, Josephine Hopkins is our Heat 3 winner. followed by Chloe Burke
for Hopkins there.
and Sophie.
Heat 4.
And I'm going to give it back to my amazing dad.
All right, folks, we're back. It's nice that I have a fill-in broadcaster daughter doing some great work for me over here. Thank you to Avery.
Starting lane 1, Olivia Landers. Lane 2, Tegan Demers. Lane 3, Julian Fichette. Lane 4, Allie Brenner. Lane 5, Addie Carbone. Lane 6, Vivian Weinert. Lane 7, Emily Rogers. Lane 8, Sherry Yee. Lane 9, Carolyn Kiang. And lane 10, Fiona Hughes.
So keep me honest, folks. How did Avery do? I'd like to get some feedback. I didn't get to hear her. I didn't hear her yesterday when I stepped away. I didn't have time to play it back last night. I know she just filled in for 2 heats there. Hopefully she did a good job representing us. She's 10 years old. However, her birthday is tomorrow. She turns 11 tomorrow. So a happy, slightly early birthday for my daughter, Avery. One thing she's not afraid of is getting on a mic, which is fantastic. Vivian Wiener leading the way at the halfway mark here, 108.77, followed by Allie Brenner and Emily Rogers. .150-yard mark in. It remains Vivian Wienert. So Wienert having a good swim here this afternoon.
Out in lane 6, that's Weiner, being followed in lane 4 by Brenner.
And it will be Vivian Wienert who takes heat number 4.
Weiner entered with a 2.
She came in with a 2:26.13. We'll see what her final time is. Good time drop here for Viv. 2:20.47, so almost a 6-second time drop. Allie Brenner takes second, 2:22.85, and Emily Rogers third, 2:26.82 as we move into heat number 5.
Heat 5.
Heat 5 in the water. Reese Gravlin in lane 1, Izzy Tangway in 2, Ellie Benson in 3, Morgan Bullen in 4, May Foe in 5, Hadley D'Agostino in 6, Sam Bender in 7, Emily Hukkinen in 8, Tatum Lombardi in 9, and Jane Wheeler is in lane 10.
Lane 6, Hadley D'Agostino. Lane 7, Sam Bender. Lane 8, Amelia Hakkinen. Lane 9, Tatum Lombardi. And lane 10, Jane Wheeler.
Mayfo making a charge toward the finish line here.
My far coming into touch in a
2:18.96 for Foe. Wheeler takes second, D'Agostino third as we move into heat number 6.
heat 6.
Sarah Herbst will be in lane 1. Sarah Pescott in 2. Alyssa Bennett in 3. Dia Ackerman Valala in 4. Charlotte McFadden in 5. Vivian Molson in 6. Ksenia Bagdasarian in 7. Julian Natishan in 8. Caden McKibben in 9. Maria Alves in 10. Lanes 3 and 4 are actually open. No Bennett, no Ackerman Valala.
That's Sarah Herbst. Swing lane 2, that's Sarah Pesco. In lane 5, Charlotte McFarland. Lane 6, Vivian Morrison. Lane 7, Ksenia Bagdasarian. Lane 8, Julia Medicine. Lane 9, Caden McKibben. Lane 10, Maria Alves.
Charlotte McFarland comes in with the top time here, 2:16.22. Maria Alves in lane 10 leads the way at the top of your screen. At the halfway mark, 106.15 for Alves.
106.6 for Morrison in lane 6. Also doing well in 10 is Alves with a 50 left.
Vivian Molson has taken over the lead from Alves, dropping Alves down into second. Bagdasarian in third. .50 to go here, and it will be Vivian Molson who takes heat number 6. .215.19 for Molson. Bagdasarian takes second. Alves takes third.
Heat 7.
We'll move into heat number 7 of 8. Ellie Wang in lane 1, Catherine Swan in 2, Peyton Knightley in 3, Hazel Muhaideen in lane 4, it's Addison Abreu in 5, Paige Panagos in 6, Cindy Ben in 7, Noor Abdalel in 8, Emma Richards in 9, Lydia Kraft rounds out the field in lane 10.
Swimming in lane 1, Ellie Wang.
It's Addison Abreu after 50, 31-61. Top 4 swimmers, 9/10 of a second apart. Time 5 swimmers, 1 second apart.
Addison Abreu. Lane 6, Paige Panagos. Lane 7, Cindy Ben. Lane 8, Nora Abdel. Lane 9, Emma Richards. And in lane 10, Lydia Kraft.
Abreu and Muhaideen battling it out. They were very close. Muhaideen has started to pull ahead, and here comes Ellie Wang in lane 1 as well. Muhaideen 105 flat at the halfway mark. Abreu 7/10 behind. Here comes Ellie Wang. She's in third. Here comes Cindy Ben in lane 7 as well. At the 150-yard mark, it's still Muhaideen, followed by Abreu, 2.8 back. Wang, 4.5 back, and Ben, 4 3/4 back. Muhaideen goes 2:08.99. Abreu 2:12.81. Good for second. Third place would be Cindy Ben, 2:16.07. We'll move into our final heat of the two back. On the girls' side, Noah Chambers will be in lane 1. Veronica Kosovo in lane 2. Kyla Kelly in 3. Audrey Zhang in 4. Ariana Zhao in 5. Hannah Wazorek in 6. Sarah Rapucci in 7. Brianna Kong in 8. Claire Neely in 9. And Emma Kawai in 10.
Swimming lane 1, Noah Chambers. Lane 2, Veronica Kisova. Lane 3, Kyla Kelly. Lane 4, Audrey Zhang. Lane 5, Ariana Zhao. Lane 6, Hannah Wizarek. Lane 7, Sarah Rapucci. Lane 8, Brianna Kong. Lane 9, Claire Neely. Lane 10, Emma Kawai.
Brianna Kong leads the way after 50. She's had herself a good meet this weekend as well from solo. At the halfway mark, it's still Kong, followed by Zhao and Wazorek. Shaping up to be a good tight battle. The final 50, Brianna Kong and Ariana Zhao. They'll almost turn simultaneously. A quarter of a second separates them. Hannah Wazorek a little over 2 seconds behind. So it will be Zhao in 5, Kong in 8, battling it out for this Heat 8 victory. And it will be Ariana Zhao, 2:04.38. Kong takes second, Wazorek third. My daughter Avery making me laugh here, pulling some shenanigans on the side.
Heat 1, event 76, boys searching over 2-yard backstroke.
Ethan Guo in lane 4. Evan Frechette in 5. Jarrett Sangthong in lane 6. Guo is 15 years old. Frechette, the youngest swimmer in this heat, 13 years old. Jarrett Sangthong, 17 years old. Ethan Guo absolutely flying through the water here. $56.46, the halfway mark for Guo. 107.59 for Sangthong. $27.4, $29.06, $29.78, the splits for Guo so far. Let's see what he can come back in. It looks like he shut it down a little bit. He's built up a very big lead over the field. And Guo will go 155.84. He'll split a 29.6. So he'll negative split his 150-yard split. Shirat Sangthong will finish up in a 217.37. Evan Frechette will finish up here. No time for Frechette, so this may be his first time swimming this in quite some time as we move into heat number 2.
Heat 2.
Joseph LaPlante in lane 1. Amir Almadici in lane 2. Aiden Sisawath in 3. Liam Hauser in 4. Zach Dixon in 5. Orion Waldman in 6. Liam Downing in 7. Connor Downing in 8. Jonathan Sorick in lane 9. This is heat 2 of 7 events. 76 boys, 13 and over. 200-yard backstroke. We'll go into something a little more faster paced, folks, after this. We'll go into the 50 freeze. We'll work on some football scores for you right now, though. With 3:59 left in the fourth quarter, the Bengals lead the Falcons 35-17. 2-minute warning in Dallas. It's the Cowboys up on the Lions 17-6. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Titans lead the Colts 19-10. 12:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's the Washington Commanders leading the Packers 20-14. 2:46 left in the fourth quarter. How about this one? The Panthers, the 1-5 Carolina Panthers, who have basically traded away their whole franchise, lead Tom Brady and the Buccaneers 21-3. 13:51 left in the game in Jacksonville. It's the Jaguars 17-3 over the Giants. And finally rounding out our 1 o'clock games, just about at the 2-minute warning in Baltimore, it's the Ravens leading the Browns 23-20. Biggest surprise here, look at the Panthers. 21-3 over the Bucs. Buccaneers have lost their way. That offense, Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. It's an all-pro team all the way around, unable to put the ball in the end zone today. Joe Burrow with a huge day for the Bengals. 474 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. 35-point explosion there. Amir Almadici in lane 2 remains the leader. He's on his way back home here for Heat 2, and he will be your Heat 2 winner. Liam Downing will take second place. Zach Dixon from the Tritons takes third as we move into heat number 3.
Heat 3.
So here's what we're going to do when we finish. As soon as the game ends, I'm going to run down on deck and unhook my Ethernet cord and grab my thing. And then you'll be standing down in the corner here, and you'll start to pull up the Ethernet. And that way I'll have everything up here, and then it'll just be quick. Put everything up. Word? Hey, I appreciate that. You did a great job. I know we probably want to do other things, but you did a great job. I know I appreciate it. And you'll appreciate it too when you see it. What I got there. Negative.
Noah Wilt in lane 1, Aaron Kennedy in 2, Kunal Lotan in 3, Yiwei Wang in 4, Dylan Clark in 5, Michael Kiao in 6, Aiden Gifford in 7, Adrian Gutierrez Martinez in lane 8, Aiden Wallace in 9, Alan Rawl is in lane 10. Once again, Abreu Media Productions will be back broadcasting live November 11th to the 13th at Seekonk High School. So if your team is going to be participating in that meet, we will be live and on the air for you then. Following that, we'll be at Seniors at Brown University. Should be an exciting time as well. Michael Kiao continues to be in the lead. He's swimming on a lane 6. He'll make his turn here for the 150-yard mark. He's got 50 to go. 30.57, 33.4, 35.9. Those are his splits for the first 3 50s.
Left flats. Kiao cruising. Tight bunch for second. Lane 3, 5, and 7 fighting for it. And that's lane 6, 2.
Kiao takes it done in 2:13.14. Nice job by Michael Kiao.
14-second drop from Seed for him.
14-second time drop from Michael Kiao. Kunal Lotan takes second, 2:26.55, and Clark takes third, 2:27.26 as we move on to heat 4.
Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Ethan Ackerman Malala. Lane 2, William Athanas. Lane 3, Ollie Lehman. Lane 4, William Wilson. Lane 5, Krishna Balasamuranian. Lane 6, Cormac Hughes. Lane 7, Ryan Roshi. Lane 8, JP Z. Lane 9, George Lamb. And lane 10, Henry Chiza.
Ryan Vocchio leading the way early, 32.32, his first 50. Just ahead of Cormac Hughes and Krishna Balasubramanian. George Lamb has now moved into first in lane 9, followed by Will Athanas and William Molson. They're your top 3. Looks like Lamb will hold on to that lead. .217.29, Lamb gets it done. Molson second, Athanas third.
Heat 5.
We'll move on to heat number 5 here. 5 of 7 on the 2 backside before we turn it over to 50 free and 25 free to close out the day. Nothing but exciting races after this. Holden Brown in lane 1, Jure Liu in lane 2, Andrew Kim in 3, Breakin' Shea in 4, Cale Copeland is in 5, Brady Cam in 6, Piers Broush in 7, Max Grisanti in 8, Gabriel Segal in 9, Lucas Miller in lane 10. Andrew Kim continues to lead the way in lane 3. Breakin' Shea right next to him, Pierce Broush in lane 7. All within striking distance. Andrew Kim will shut it down ever so slightly, it looks like. He'll take this one, 206.70. Shea goes 208.28. Broush, 208.92 as we move into heat 6.
Heat 6.
Teddy Sun leading the way here with 50 to go. 200 back. Looking strong in lane 7. Sun came in with the 2:06.15. Looking to improve on that time, and he undoubtedly will. Had an outside shot at breaking 2 there, but he'll go 2:02.97. The victory goes to Teddy Sun. Cam takes second, Grabard takes third.
Heat 7.
Seventh and final heat of the boys. 200 back. Ryan Connors in lane 1. Matthew Smith in 2. Henry Campbell in 3. Bradley Waters in 4. Matvey Malinowski in 5. Luke Jaguar in 6. Carrick Shea in 7. Jack Bentry in 8. Nick Kavik in 9th. Jonah Nathanson in 10. I'm going to call this one for Bradley Waters from Solo. He doesn't come in with the best time, but I'm going to say Bradley Waters is going to take this one. He's got some stiff competition here. Matvey Malinowski, Luke Jaguar, Carrick Shea. Really, everybody in this race, stiff competition, but I'm usually wrong, so it'll probably be Matvey Malinowski who's leading the way after 50 right now by 1/4 of a second. But we'll see. Malinowski extending that lead a little bit over Waters. Now it's up to a 1.5 seconds, so he built a second lead in that last 50. Malinowski now stretching that lead. It was a 1.5 seconds. It's probably 3.25 now. Yep, 3.4. So I was off in my race, and you know what? I said Bradley Waters might win this. I'm not sure if he's going to hold off Luke Jaguar in lane 6. Looks like Jaguar has now moved into second. Either way, all three of these swimmers, unbelievable backstrokers. But it will be Malinowski who takes this one, 1:55.49. Jaguar takes second, Waters takes third. Winding down our afternoon, 50 free, 25 free, and then we're done. It's been a long weekend here at WPI. There are your lane assignments for the first heat of the 50 free. Anna Koenig in lane 4, Chloe Beauregard in 5, Dahlia Miller in lane 6. Shauna Jiang's in 7. Shauna Jiang battling it out with Dahlia Miller, lane 6 and 7. Who's it going to be? It looks like it'll be Jiang, and it is. 28-27 for Jiang. Miller takes second.
Heat 2.
Beauregard takes third. Koenig fourth. Here's heat 2. Charlotte Kaiser in lane 5. Lane 4 is open. Emily Tonino takes first, Burke second, Quicala third.
Heat 3.
So it used to be you got spam phone calls. Now you get spam text messages. And my wife is sharing, just showed me a text message she got of some lady sending her a picture of a cat, thanking my wife for watching the cat while she was gone. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. My wife likes to play along with those things. She got that from me as we move on to heat number 3. Inez Dole, excuse me, has the top time coming in. She's leading the way here on her way to a heat victory of heat number 3, 28:56 for Dole. 25:19 is the seniors cut on the girls' side. 25:19, so that's a magic number. Carline in lane 1, Meredith Humphreys in 2, Musamara in 3, Esposito in 4, Hughes in 5, Ziomic in 6, Travers in 7, Aldrich in 8, Jill Kavanagh in 9, and Jillian Frechette in lane 10. Fiona Hughes comes into this heat with the top time, 28:96. It's Fiona Hughes leading the way. Here comes Brooke Carline, though, in lane 1. Hughes, the newly minted 13-year-old. She will be a heat winner here, 28:69. Carline second, Esposito third as we move into heat number 5, excuse me. There are your lane assignments. Heat 5 is looking too tough to call. Lanes 1, 3, 7, and 9 all bundled up. Who's going to take it? It's Foe, followed by Bagdasarian and Paredes. So May Foe, your Heat 5 winner. We'll move on to Heat number 6. Ella Bouvier comes in with the top time here, 27:79. Once again, too close to call here. Could be lane 7, Mary Pierce, and it is Mary Pierce, followed by Soroka and Lombardi. That was Tatum Lombardi. Moving on to heat number 7. Gabriella Bulatowicz, top time here in lane 5. Bulatowicz leading the way, 5 yards to go. She has this heat victory. 26-6-7. D'Agostino second, Bender third as we move into heat number 8. Heat 8 in the water. Once again, seniors cut time for the girls, 25:19, 25:19. Claire Hahn looking strong here, and it will be Hahn, 26:39. McFarland second, Lombardi third. That was Savannah Lombardi. So nobody's got that elusive 25:19 yet. Here we go. Heats 9 through 12. I think we get a really good shot of getting some seniors cuts times. Again, some of these ladies already have the cut. Nobody in this heat, though, it seems. Again, we're searching for 25.19. That's the seniors' cut time. Lydia Kraft leads the way in lane 5. $25.9 for Kraft. Kawhi second, O'Neal third. We'll move into heat number 10. Holland takes it, 26.01. Davidson second. Jin third. Still nobody with the 25.19 cut time. Here we go. We got Vivian Molson, Noah Chambers. They both already have the senior cut time. They're under 25. So let's see if anybody else can get there in this swim. Courtney Bogosian was very close. I think she's going to get that here, along with Vivian Molson. We'll see. Nope, Molson 25.3, Bogosian 25.7, Wheeler 26.0. And our last heat. Bunch of people already have that cut time here.
Our next event is event 78, boys 13 and over 50-yard freestyle. There will be 11 heats.
So this could be Amy Benson leading the way, I think. It is. Benson, Kong, and Muhaideen. Our top 4 all made the seniors cut. Seniors cut on the boys' side for the 50 free is $22.99. So $22.99, the magic number for the boys. Weber Chen, Cody Wong in the pool right now. So before we wrap it up, I wanted to take the time to thank everyone on the broadcast for joining me here this weekend. Thank you for the support of the live stream. Without you, we couldn't make this happen, right? So we certainly appreciate all of the Abreu Media Production customers and the support that you give. We're looking forward to seeing you all in November, December, January, and February. It'll be a busy short course season for us with our production of swim meets. If you want to find us, Abreu Media Productions on Facebook, abrewmediaproductions.com. You can email us at livestream@abrewmediaproductions.com as Ethan Guo cruises to victory here, 23.84. So he should have been swimming in probably one of the last heats.
Heat 3.
Tomas, we're in heat 3. Good thing we get those on-screen graphics. I feel like I sneezed and I missed a heat. Timmy Sun takes this one up in lane 10 at the top of your screen. Dragon second, Alvis third as we move on to heat 4.
coaches, a reminder, the next two events are 25s, and we will be diving from the window side of the pool. You'll start at the window side of the pool and swim towards the blocks.
Lowton takes first, Walden second, Eaton third. Keough takes first, Root second, Chiesa third.
Heat 6.
Quinn Burns takes this heat, followed by Segal and Kornacki. So we move on to Heat 7. Again, 22.99 is the time we're shooting for here for seniors cuts, 22.99. Zheng takes first, Cam second, Musamara third. No one had it there. This is Heat.
Swimmers and coaches are reminded that the 25s will start from the window side of the pool. If you are not swimming one of those 25s, please vacate the area quickly so that we can have room for all of our swimmers on the window side of the pool.
This one's too close to call here, folks, and it's Damian Figet Kosarev taking it down. Kavik second, a tie for third between Raymond and Shea. Langu looks like he's going to take this one home out of lane 4, swimming unattached. No, it's Peter Moo, 22.59. First seniors cut along with Langu. So Peter Moo and Langu both making seniors cuts there. Going sub 22.99. We'll go into heat number 10. I feel like you're going to see some more here.
If you are swimming a 25, make sure you're lined up on the window side of the pool. If you're swimming a 25, you should be on the window side of the pool.
$22.51 for Meekins. Zhu second, Waters third as we move into our final heat
Heat 11.
on the 50s. Heat 11, top overall seed here is James Misto with a 20.55, 20.55. Christopher Hammond as the next fastest time, 21.45. Actually, it's William McClellan, 20.91, then Hammett. Misto and McClellan battling. Who's going to touch first? And it's Misto, McClellan, and Hammett, 1/100th of a second apart.
And goes 13 over 25-yard Swimmers, you may clear the pool. There will be 6 heats. Heat 1.
That was fast. Here we go, 25 free, something you never see on the 13 and over side. Holland, 1282.
Heat 2. Swimmers, please clear the pool.
Wang 1, Maitre 2, Demers 3. Bogosian 1262, Jin second, Cardenas third.
Swimmers, please clear the pool. Heat 4.
This is rapid fire, folks. If you need to see all of the standings, you're going to have to go back after this race. We're going back and forth too quick to keep them on the screen. Letitian, Bamer, O'Neill.
Swimmers, please clear the pool. Heat 5.
McClintock, Abreu, and Cartwright. 1, 2, 3.
Heat 6. Is there one swimmer in Heat 6? Heat 1, Event 80.
Event 80, Heat 1, folks, our final 7 heats of the afternoon. All 25s. Sangthong and Liu. Jagir, Quitkin, and Vilas. LaRoche, Bosma, Vandewater, top 3, 8, 9, and 10.
Heat 4. So let's just get a ball.
So
Avery, remember, as soon as it's done, I'll go down. You go down in this corner.
Holden Brown, 1167 for the victory.
So let's just get a ball. Heat 5.
3 more heats. Shea takes it. Siegel second. Grisanti third.
So let's just get a ball. Heat 6. So let's just get a ball. Heat 7.
Final race of the afternoon. Who's it going to be? Misto, McClellan, or Groves? And it's Misto once again, 1073. Folks, it's been a spectacular meet. Thank you for joining us. We will see you November 11th through the 13th at Seekonk High School. Have a great evening.
Friends,